Hello again and welcome to Panama City Real Estate News. My name is Chan Lipscomb. I'm a real estate investor in Panama City, Florida. I've been buying houses in Panama City and Panama City Beach since about 1996, both for rentals and for resales. This video and series of videos is my way of sharing with the local public what I see going on in the local market. This is strictly single-family homes. We don't track condos or mobile homes or commercial property. But if you own a home, are buying a home, or are selling a home, I've got information that's pertinent to you. So let's talk about what happened in July of 2012. Today is August 9th, so we're going to go back and look at last month's numbers. As you know from previous videos, we've had a pretty good summer, especially when you consider our historic trends, which have been down. This past month, in July, we had 150 single-family houses sell. Now that's down a little bit from last month, which was I think 164, but it was still pretty good. As a matter of fact, I went back into history and found that with the exception of last month, the last time we had sold more than 150 houses in the county was August of 2007. So it's been quite a while since we've had this kind of sales volume. And we've had good sales volume all summer. I think we had maybe 130, 134, then we had 150, almost 160 last month, maybe 162, and then 150 this month. So it's been a good summer. We're really happy to see these kind of numbers. Our median sales price was $167,200 median sale price. Again, going back into history over about the last 10 years to see how that has fluctuated, that number has been as low as $137,000 and it's been as high as $240,000. So the 164.2 is higher than it has been in recent times, but if you look further back into the past, it's dramatically lower than what we've seen back in, say, 2005. Which was when our market was bubbling. What that really means to buyers is that even though prices are up a little bit, they're not up by much. They're nowhere near peak prices, which means we've still got great value in the market. We've got about 1,400 houses on the market right now, which is 9.2 months worth of inventory. In other words, at current rate of sale, it would take 9.2 months to sell all the houses out. Now, a healthy market is considered 6 months worth of inventory. But again, going back into history to see how things have been, this is the lowest inventory number we have seen since September of 2005. So we've got to go back a long way to see this low of an inventory number. Our inventory number has been as high as 37 months worth of inventory. And so now we're in single digits, which is great. And again, back to September 05 to find a number lower than this. Our median dollar per square, our average dollar per square foot. So what we're talking about is the dollars that a house sells for divided by its heated and cool square footage is $91 a foot. Again, back into history, we've seen a low of 84, which was about 2 years ago. We've seen a high of 172. So again, if you were to chart that on a curve or on a graph, you would see that we're not far off the lowest numbers we've seen in 10 or 15 years. They are up a little bit, but not by much, and nowhere near peak values, which again tells us we've got some great value still in the market, even with houses selling at a faster pace than they have. This past month, we had 205 new listings come on the market. So we had about 50 more houses come on the market and then went off. That's a pretty good ratio. That would show inventory still increasing a little bit, but for a while we were having twice as many houses come on the market every month as sold off. So that number has shrunk, or that ratio has shrunk, so that's good for us. The thing that I see happening, and this has been a trend over the last several months that we've talked about, and that I don't like, is the level of foreclosure activity. there were 232 new foreclosure cases filed at the courthouse last month. That's a lot. That's way more than sold. All of those houses, or almost all of those houses, a few of those will get pulled out. The buyers will be able to refinance and they won't go to foreclosure. Most of those will go through the foreclosure, be dumped back on the market, probably not in great shape. We're seeing a rise in foreclosure activity, so I still foresee a growth in inventory which will put some downward pressure on prices. So as I've been saying for the last couple of months, we're in kind of a beautiful little bubble right now where prices are still low, houses are selling, interest rates are great, and I do believe that from a seller's standpoint, it's a great time to sell. It's probably the best time to sell that we've seen in 5 years. And I do believe that in maybe another 6 or 8 months, we're going to see the inventory increase. We're going to see more downward pressure on prices. So if you're trying to sell, now's the time to do it. Get it priced right, get it sold, because this window of opportunity will close, and I think it's going to close soon. Thanks again for watching. I always appreciate people spending their time watching my little videos. Please stay tuned. We do this every month, keeping you updated on what's going on in our local market. If you have questions, if you have comments, feel free to call me, feel free to email me. I'd love to chat with you, love to share information with you. That's what I do. I kind of live, eat, and breathe real estate. And if you've got a house that you need to sell quickly, and you aren't getting any activity on it, call me. I am buying. If I may be able to buy your house, if I can't, I can probably give you some tips to help you get it sold. I'd be happy to help you in any way that I can. Again, my name is Chan Lipscomb. This is Panama City Real Estate News. Thanks for watching. See you next month. Bye-bye.